Because you have the same weird dynamic I'm noticing in relationships
Mhm.
where there is and you often talk about transactional relationships. The first time I actually heard the concept was through you. Simon and I were watching your show and you were talking about transactional relationships. And in building anything, wealth building, family building, you're building anything, it requires the cooperation between the two people. We often hear, I want this, I want that, I want the third, I need you to do this, you need to be able to do that, you need to be able to do the third. You rarely hear that person then say, and this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna bring, this is what I'm gonna contribute.
Right.
So I'm kind of wondering what your thoughts are on why there seems to be, especially in our community, that lack of cooperativeness between two parties to get something important done, whether it's basketball, like in this particular example we were talking, or even in a relationship to build a family, to build wealth. What is it about, I want to say almost the psychology or the mindset that there's that huge lack of cooperativeness?
Because it's hard to have cooperation when when there's competition.
Mm,
We are a competitive people because scarcity dominates our minds.
mm,
We think there's not enough. I mean, it's the same thing I just said, when talking to my son, on the basketball side, go in there, find out who's the best player and take his food.
I think it's food. I like that. I think it's food. I like that.
Take his food. I told him that when he was a kid because we live in a competitive society. Think of it. The NBA only has 400 jobs.
mhm,
You got to take somebody food,
mhm.
Yeah.
right? So in relationships, very transactional. I need to get something out of this situation, or I will find someone who will give me what I desire. Then you have to say, well, now watch this. What merits that you should get what you desire? Well, if it's a woman, she's going to say, I'm 5'10", or I'm 5'6", or I'm 5'5", or I'm brown. I got a small waist. I'm proportioned. And then when you see her and you go, oh, wow, she's fine. She's a baddie. Beauty and booty serves as a type of relationship currency.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right? For men, men are not going to tolerate an ugly woman making demands. Right? But look, let's go deeper. Who determines what's ugly? Typically, white folk again.
Mhm.
Right? White folk be like, if your face is not symmetrical, are you saying if your face is round? Like Africans, like African Americans, like, because there's a roundness to there's a fullness to our lips, a fullness to our nose, right? Well, if you don't have the classic features, right?
Mhm.
So we'll judge women based on beauty, which is a standard that we didn't create for the most part.
Right.
Not knowing that every phenotype on the planet Earth came from Black folk, every single one, thin lips, thin noses, blue eyes, green eyes, all this came from Black folk. White folk created none of these things, not any of them. They all manifested out of us. But you don't know that because just like your relationship style is modeled by the toxic society in which you live, so is your beauty standards. There's a reason why bleach cream is the #1 cosmetic, cosmetic, what is the word I'm looking for? Product, the number one cosmetic product, which is crazy to me. Like it's bananas, but it's the number one cosmetic product in the third world.
Yeah.
Right? So that means your beauty standards have been compromised by your racist oppressors. Let's just keep it for real, for real. Your racist oppressors have compromised your beauty standards. So beauty and beauty is a type of currency in a transactional relationship. Then on the flip side, the brother ain't gotta be cute. On the flip side, if the brother got bread, if the brother got that paper, it's a whole different discussion, isn't it? It's unfortunate that it's that way, but that's what it is.